Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Thanks for joining us here on Northern Life. Ryan, me, you. It's a great day, great afternoon, all of us. Been a busy day so far. We started off, me and Shania, doing a little filming with Chris Dahlberg.
Oh, sure.
Some future episodes
How'd
of
that go?
Northern Legacy. Good times, yes.
Nice.
Always fun hanging out with him. He's a great dude to talk to, even on and off camera. So always a good time. And then later on in the day, we got to assemble the weather team, and we did a meteorology promo.
Fun.
So it's fun to have all five of us, Brendan, Allison, Dave, Adam, and myself, all in the same room together. It was kind of cool.
Probably just a bunch of nerds hanging around just talking about weather.
Look at these clouds. Oh my gosh.
Wow, do you feel how humid it is outside?
That's literally what happens every time we're all together.
The vorticity of it all.
Oh, it's pretty cool though.
But we have a great weather team.
Yes.
Nerds decide. I'm a nerd too in a different way.
Amen.
So,
Amen. So look out for that promo coming up in a town near you very soon.
Yeah, tune in to Northern News Now, 4 o'clock.
Boom.
See it then. Yesterday we were talking about birding. Speaking of fun activities.
Yes.
And how people who love Pokemon are now getting into it. So I was able to find that app that I thought was similar to Pokemon Go. I believe it is called BirdX. However, come to find out that it's only available in the UK for now. It sounds like they do have plans to expand it potentially to the US of A. So if you are looking for another birding app, there is one called Merlin Bird ID, as in like Merlin is the magician.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Sure,
Merlin Bird ID, and then Bird with an A at the end.
Okay.
Sadly, like I said, that BirdX one, which looks super cool, looks like a bunch of Pokemon, only available in the UK.
I don't understand that. Internet's everywhere. So why can it only be available in a certain location?
I'm not sure. Maybe it needs approval or something. I'm not sure.
Can't I hack the UK's internet or something like that?
You could.
Is there something like that? Is it illegal? Maybe that's illegal.
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
Probably shouldn't look too much into that. Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't want to be arrested.
Stick to the law.
It's fun being out in the open.
Don't be rule breakers like us.
No, exactly. Yeah, we're both rule breakers. That's true. As long as we're in it together, though, that's all that matters. Coming up on today's show, we're going to hear about a Shark Week special and one man's experience surviving an attack. Plus, Blockbuster may be dead, but not in one Wisconsin neighborhood, thanks to a free library. I'm excited to see that story.
Man, talk about old VHS. Excited to folks still have that option to go to a free library and grab a VHS tape.
Oh my gosh, dude! I used to rent video games, GameCube games from Blockbuster.
Cool.
So many good memories.
Yeah,
definitely.
Blockbuster was awesome.
Yes.
Well, hey, coming up tonight, it sounds like the Minnesota Wild are hosting a block party here in Duluth. That event is free, open to the public. It'll be taking place over at the Amsoil Arena parking lot, which I found out. Apparently, it is not going to be in the Cub Foods parking lot anymore. So it's going to feature interactive games and music for fans of all ages, including a street hockey rink, an inflatable shooting activation with an electronic hockey net, a video game station, and yard games. And of course, as you see here, Minnesota Wild mascot Nordy going to be on hand. I'm sure he's going to be a popular one to take a photo with. That's happening 5 to 8 tonight in Duluth at the Amsoil Arena parking lot.
I thought he was giving that little kid a tattoo or something like that, like a little, but probably shouldn't give the kids the tattoos.
You ever seen that when celebrities people will give Sharpies to celebrities and then they'll sign or make their signature on their body?
And then they get a tattoo over it,
they'll
right?
go get a tattoo of it.
That would be so
Yeah,
cool.
so if you want a Nordy tattoo, ask him to sign your arm.
That'd be super cool, wouldn't it be?
That'd be fun.
Yes.
Big Minnesota Wild fan. Well, how about this, too? Staying over at the Deck area, Chevy Chase coming to Duluth this holiday season. On November 15th, the comedy legend bringing his National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation Tour to the Deck. Fans will be watching the classic holiday movie on the big screen, and then you're going to hear Chase share some behind-the-scenes stories and even take part in a live Q&A session afterwards. Those tickets are now on sale. You can find the link over at northernnewsnow.com.
There's not many people I don't talk with that aren't huge fans of that movie, so it's a pretty cool opportunity to actually see the legend himself in the area and then ask him some questions about it. I don't know if I have any questions off the top of my head, but I'm going to have to go back and watch it before that and then go there and watch it and then ask him those questions.
I've seen the movie on the TV all of the time growing up, but I think this past year was the first time I actually watched it in its entirety.
You've never watched it before last year?
In its entirety.
Okay,
yeah. So I've
okay.
seen snippets and then, see what's the Cousin Eddie?
Cousin Eddie.
Cousin
Yep.
Eddie, wow. Yeah, what a character in that movie. But I mean, the one I did grow up watching with my dad was the Summer Vacation.
So good.
Yeah, so we say, sorry folks, park's closed.
Oh, with John Candy.
Moose Outside should have told you.
Such a classic. I think there's like 5 or 6 vacation movies too.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I don't know if any of them were as good as the first one, but still very, very legendary franchise.
They're funny, so be sure to get your tickets.
Yep.
Yesterday, we learned you can't bring a cannonball to the airport, especially one that you may or may not have stolen. And now, it may have not crossed your mind, but the TSA is reminding you that you can use hammocks at the airport. They shared a social media post the other day showing hammocks being used in gate areas. Now, when asked, the TSA said the post was in celebration of National Hammock Day at the time, but they do suggest checking with TSA about where you can hang hammocks inside of the terminal.
Just trying to picture where that would be. Okay,
Yeah.
like in between the chairs or something like that. I can't picture two posts.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I already imagine folks, taking up enough room, taking up 2 or 3 seats, and you're trying to find a
Yes.
spot to sit down. If you walk into your gate and you see someone hanging from a hammock, I'd be like, I'm going back home.
I feel like that's just asking for trouble. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going to happen, but I can't imagine it. Maybe someone can take a picture of somebody chilling in a hammock,
Yeah.
and I can understand a little bit
That'd
better.
be great. It's already hard
Yes.
enough to find an outlet to charge your phone. It's going to be
Yes.
hard enough to make it around someone with a hammock near your gate. Well, from the sky to the ground, sounds like Minnesotans out there possibly having a tougher time passing their driver's test.
Okay.
State data shows just 61% of people passed their road test last year, which is the lowest pass rate in 6 years. Nearly half of 18 to 20-year-olds failed, and more than 1,700 people failed the exam at least 4 times.
Whoa.
State officials say a record number of people are taking the test, which could be why it's contributing to that trend.
I blame the cell phones and the video games, those darn kids. My gosh, it's the worst thing ever. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. We all, me, you, and Briggs, took the test for
That's
a
right.
blindfold. I'll have to look back at the thing, but I feel like none of us passed.
We all
technically.
failed.
We all
Yeah.
failed.
Yeah, I believe we all failed, and I believe I remember failing in like the first 10 seconds because I got up to a stop sign outside of the Duluth Heritage Center parking lot, and I go, oh shoot, I forgot to fully stop at this stop sign.
Right off the bat, it's a fail. So maybe we shouldn't have our license anymore either. Maybe if everyone took the test right now, they wouldn't pass as well.
Yeah, maybe folks wouldn't pass
Yeah.
either. So best of luck to you. Be sure to study out there, folks. And also, don't steal.
No.
But bring your hammock to the airport.
There we go.
Coming up, tonight's special report with Dan Wolf and a Shark Week feature to find on TV. We'll see you in a few.
Welcome back, folks. Tonight here on Northern News Now, Dan Wolf is back with part 2 of his latest special report. Let's take a look.
Frustration with crime, vandalism, and public disorder in downtown and Canal Park has reached a boiling point.
I think, we have to have compassion in our communities, but we also have to have accountability.
Everyone from business owners to nonprofits sounding off on the problem.
Our services are certainly struggling to keep up with the level of demand that we're experiencing in our community.
Is the heart of our city DOA, or can it be revived?
Downtown Part 2, tonight at 10.
Part 1 with Dan Wolf. You can find that too on northernnewsnow.com if you missed it. And then be sure to find part 2 of Dan's special report coming up tonight at 10.
Dan's always out doing something,
Yeah.
so look out for his. He does a fantastic job, of course, so
Yeah,
look out.
and our 10 p.m. team's awesome.
Yep.
Well, hey, meanwhile, it is time to get back in the water for the annual event known as Shark Week.
Yeah, let's hear more from Rick Damigella.
Looking forward to some shark action.
Conservationist and shark attack survivor Paul DeGelder returns to the water for a new series of Shark Week specials.
It's a celebration of all things sharks. So we have science, of course, we have exploration, we have adventure, we have the scientists, we have experiments. And so I have a really nice broad spectrum of shows this year.
And then there's the bull shark.
DeGelder is part of a trio of shows this year, including one focused on the species which attacked him.
Shark conservationist Paul DeGelder knows just how ferocious bull sharks can be. He's been face to face with the business end of a 10-foot bull shark.
It's called Bull Shark Dinner Bell. And we basically have put all of the ingredients together to make the perfect recipe to ring the bull shark dinner bell, to show people exactly what happens, what the sharks are attracted to, and what you need to avoid.
Bull sharks are highly adaptable ambush predators that thrive in temperate waters.
Being able to walk in the footsteps of some of my heroes and teach people about wild animals and wild places, people like Steve Irwin and David Attenborough and all these incredible people, Ron and Valerie Taylor. Now I get to take up the torch and teach people about these things as well, and I feel very, very lucky. My goal is to figure out what rings the dinner bell for bull sharks.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Okay. Easy there, dude. But
Bull shark dinner bell.
it's intense.
You
man.
could make anything sound super cool in an Australian accent.
I wish that dude could narrate my life, honestly.
Yeah, that'd
that
be
was the
pretty-
coolest thing ever.
That'd be pretty awesome.
It kind of gives you like an unnecessary fear of sharks. You know, Shark Week as a kid watching that, I'm
Well,
like,
I mean, he did lose a lot to a shark.
That's a
yeah.
good point. That's a
Yeah.
very good point. But like, you look at the statistics, though. Isn't it super uncommon to be attacked by a shark?
I would assume so. I mean, I don't have the statistics on hand,
Sure.
but you know, not a lot of times too do you necessarily have footage of the attack where you lost some limbs.
Yes, that's
Oh.
very true. Yeah, that's pretty wild right there. I'm sure he's saving that in his camcorder
Hmm.
or whatever. But anyway, did you ever watch the movie Jaws as a kid? Like, did that?
That I think is another movie I've not watched
Oh
in
my
its entirety.
gosh.
I've been to the Universal Park where they have like the ride, which
Yeah,
is super cool.
dude, it holds up. It's a really, really
Yeah.
good movie, and it scares you as a kid for sure if you watched it as a little kid. But
As they say, you're gonna need a bigger boat. We should ask Dan if he can do a special report in the, Australian accent.
please,
sometime.
Dan, that'd be awesome. That'd be
cool.
the coolest
That'd
thing.
be pretty cool. Well, when it comes to another animal out there, how about this? New research shows that chimpanzees hug and hold hands during stressful situations to comfort each other, just like us humans do. Scientists say these connections help ease tension and prevent conflict in their groups. Friendly touch to bring comfort and diffuse tension might be an evolutionary behavior. So researchers say the chimpanzees not only used physical touch to console each other, but also used gentle pats proactively to help prevent their peers from getting upset.
Maybe a little uncomfortable watching those chimpanzees going at it, making out. That is, kissing each other. But pretty wild. But don't they say, like, for us humans, us primates, as some might call us, you got to hug like 4 times a day to feel loved and feel like
well,
you're.
yeah, you feel connected, and
Yes.
you feel like the maybe the stress is taken off. I think the most interesting thing I thought of reading the story was chimpanzees can feel tension. That's
isn't
kind of
that
an
weird?
interesting thing. They know like things aren't right necessarily, so they're like, all right, should we hug? Should we kiss?
Yes,
Like-
yes, that is insane to be thinking you're at the zoo and these things might be fighting and like being like, I don't know, there's something weird to Larry over there. I don't know what he's doing, but that's so weird to think about.
So I'm gonna make sure I don't feel any tension with Hunter here.
No,
we're
we're
gonna
hug it
continue.
out.
We're gonna continue the show.
We're not
Yeah,
gonna-
we'll use hugs.
We're not
yeah.
going to make out or anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the business
Maybe.
end of that one. The finalists. The finalists for this year's International Pet Photography Awards have been unveiled. How about that good news? And boy, do they have some catitude. Terrible pun, but that is the title of one of the entries here. They include plenty of cats, plenty of dogs, also plenty of horses and other animals. This year's competition received more than 4,200 entries from 48 nations. The category winners and the Pet Photographer of the Year winner will be announced at a live award ceremony, which is taking place on Zoom this Saturday.
Do you remember any good photos they ever took of your dog when you were little or anything like
Oh,
that?
I remember little Hattie, the dog that we used to have,
Yes.
a little Shih Tzu poodle. There would always be so many. She always loved like sitting and propping up on a pillow that was flat on the couch. That was always
Yes.
cute. Or like shaking her tail while waiting for my mom to finish her ice cream cone and give her the end of it. Yeah.
Yes, my dog Bo always crossed his legs whenever he sat down or laid down, so he looked very proper whenever, but he was definitely not a proper dog.
Yeah.
He was always getting into some trouble. But
Dogs always, you have so many, I'm sure you folks at home too have
Yes.
so many photos on your camera roll of your
Yep.
awesome pets out there and our awesome viewers.
Oh, there we go.
Coming up, a Wisconsin man starting his own free blockbuster. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, everybody. Our wonderful director, Shania, giving us some shark facts as we
Yes.
return. It sounds like 60 to 65 unprovoked shark attacks each year. And it sounds like you're also more likely to be attacked by a dog, a lawnmower, or a falling television set as opposed to being attacked by a shark.
And only about on average 6 deaths per year, I believe, with shark attacks. So, I mean, to be honest, none of us, like a lot of us, aren't putting ourselves in that situation.
Yeah, we don't make it to the ocean often, especially here in Minnesota.
But
yeah.
you think about how many people swim in the ocean every single year,
Yeah.
all over the world. That's not too bad.
It
right
is a lot,
there.
especially when you look like the folks do when you're out there looking for sharks.
Yes.
You're probably going to get attacked.
Look out, everybody. Seriously, don't be stupid in the water. That's
yeah,
for sure.
and don't steal.
No, and don't steal unless
Yeah.
you're one of us. Then
It's still not advised.
still don't do that, please.
Ease the tension.
Yes, exactly. Where's the primate? Come on. There's a youngster in Wisconsin who's focused on making yards look better in his community.
Oh.
Brian Leader mowed 50 lawns in less than 2 months, and now he's looking to double that goal and mow 100 lawns. The 8-year-old signed up for the Raising Men and Women Lawn Care Service this summer after his mother asked him if he thought he could do the challenge. The organization asked kids between 8 and 17 years old to mow 50 lawns at no cost for people including veterans, seniors, and first responders. Brian is now saving up for a zero-turn rider. What? Which would help him trim more lawns quicker.
Yeah.
What a great incentive right there.
Yeah, oh, I remember mowing the lawn as a kid. You know, usually I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. But now thinking about just having to mow the lawn and not having to worry about taxes and all this
Everything.
stuff, all these adult responsibilities, yeah.
You darn kids, you don't know how good you have it
Okay.
until you turn 25 or whatever.
So privileged. now.
Yeah, right? And the video games and all that stuff.
All right.
We're good.
Yeah. Enough tension for
Yes.
our show here. Let's head to Wisconsin, or stay in Wisconsin rather. A young Kenosha man has created his own free Blockbuster box to honor his late grandfather's video store legacy.
Interesting. Glenn Valdez explains how the unique movie pickup works.
Basically, you open the box, you grab a movie from here.
Logan's dad, James, reached out to us, hoping someone would tell his son's story.
You got the Angry Birds movie.
Logan, who has autism, spent more than 2 years turning his lifelong love of movies into something his entire community could enjoy.
So it's like a free library, but for DVDs, VHS, Blu-ray, 4K, basically like physical media, like, you know, movies and stuff. Yes. So you take a movie, you leave a movie, we got a lot of stuff here right now. We got like Pirates of the Caribbean, we got like all sorts of stuff for the kids, you know, and a lot of great stuff.
But this project is about more than just movies. His love for film started with his late grandfather, who started one of the first video stores in Wisconsin and Illinois.
Yeah, my grandpa, he opened the first video store, Mr. Video, first video store in Wisconsin and Illinois, 7 years before Blockbuster did. It's in honor of my grandpa, Mr. Video, the Mr. Video. He's a legend.
The box itself is a community project donated and restored by local businesses who believed in Logan's vision. It's now listed on the National Free Blockbuster map, one of only a handful in southeastern Wisconsin.
He loves movies. I grew up with movies. My dad owned a chain of video stores, one of the first in Illinois and Wisconsin, and he's kind of following after his grandfather's footsteps. It's nice to see the community and a kind of not just the neighborhood, but for Kenosha itself to come and be involved with this.
If you want to visit, stop by 26th Avenue or search Logan's Free Blockbuster on social media.
Hey, good on you, young man. That's awesome.
Yeah, got a lot of good movies in there, too.
Oh, yeah, Step Brothers, Grown Ups,
So good.
Twister. Still a movie I have to watch in its entirety. We'll talk about our Yorktown Summer Series after the break.
Welcome back, folks. Coming up tomorrow here on these very airwaves, we're going to be talking another stop on our Yorktown Summer Series. We're off to Grand Rapids, Minnesota, sharing everything that's happening in the great Minnesota community this summer. We're going to be talking more about it tomorrow here on Northern Life. Great community up there.
Yeah, Grand Rapids is awesome. The hometown of our wonderful 4 p.m. producer and City by City host, Anna Olfeld. So
she should be going up there, too.
Yeah, Grand Rapids is fantastic. It seems like it's growing, too. I mean, when Mary and I went to Grand Rapids, I think is either earlier this year or last year. A lot to do there.
Yes,
yeah.
I've always said going up there, it's like getting away kind of from everything around here. It's like a mini Duluth almost. It has everything you need just up in that area. Pretty cool.
Great city.
Yeah.
Well, hey, before we go, Oscar Mayer Wienermobile celebrating 90 years on the hot dog highways, 9 decades. So, of course, you got to have a cake to celebrate. The iconic 27-foot hot dog on wheels celebrating with a one-of-a-kind wiener cake.
Oh, sure.
It is a delicious, over-the-top collaboration with Milk Bar, the birthday cake experts, that turns one of the internet's biggest food trends into the ultimate birthday tribute.
All of a sudden, I'm sensing tension. I don't know what happened.
Is it,
where the primates are around, I don't know what's going on.
Is it hot dog or is it cake?
You're right.
It's one of those situations. But happy birthday to the Wienermobile, and hope to see you in Duluth sometime
Big
soon.
salute to the old wieners out there. So thank you very much. We love you so much.
Certainly do. Hopefully see you tomorrow.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.